All right, let me start right here. All right, can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you my just system of breaking down film, right? So in the past, for those of you guys that have been familiar with the systems I've built, I had an index card strategy, and I really want to pull this up. Now you know what? I'm gonna be able to find it later. But pretty much it was an index card strategy. So I did it for 2 years, where like pretty much it was you had an index card, and on the front you would take three positives, three negatives, three goals for next game. And then on the back side, you would have your stats. And I did that for 2 years. I found it super effective. And what that eventually led to was instead of just making index cards, it was ended up just being reflections that you could do at the top of your mind. Um, point that I'm trying to make at here is that eventually built up to this system right here, where you're able to find a full recap of your games. And what happens is if you do this game in and game out, you actually find a lot of reoccurring themes that sets you up for success in the long term, right? So quick example. Am I lagging for you guys, or can you hear me clearly?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. At least.
Okay, so let me just show you a quick example. So we've had 4 games this year and 2 scrimmages. There was one scrimmage that I was injured. And so I ended up developing this strategy where like you could see literally the scrimmage, your minutes played, my points, where those points are coming from, and then it just goes down the list. And like I'm gonna go break down a game to show you guys how this is done. But pretty much what you can see here is but like, all right, you make a little recap of the game, right? You talk about some fix this notes where like you go back to practice and you be like, all right, I gotta fix this, I gotta make sure I'm locked in on this. And then you just break down each half. So you'll notice that like I'll jot every single shot I take. And what this eventually builds to is when I have 25 games under my belt and I'm making an off-season game plan, I'm going to find my reoccurring shots that I missed or the reoccurring shots that I just take in general. And then you can make a development plan around that to make sure you're taking those shots, right? And then the same thing, right? You just kind of show like little recaps of the half. And then you just show like same thing, turnovers. You can see your reoccurring themes on the turnovers and your steals. It's a very simple format, but if you do this every single game, we're like, all right, this was my scrimmage number 1, and then you'll find it like my Medgar Evers game, I didn't have a great shooting game, and like there's a lot of things that I would have fixed there. My St. Elizabeth game, I had a solid game, and then this game was terrible. And Hunter, you'll see I had a very good game. What I'm really trying to get out here is number 1, you should be watching your film, period. Right? A lot of players just go game to game, never watching film. And the best way I like talking about this is AAU. You play 3 games, you play 3 games a weekend, 4 games a weekend, 5 games a weekend. You have all this volume that you can analyze and get better with, and players don't take advantage of it. And now you're in season where you have these games upcoming. Like, why not make this little system where like you can track your points, you could track your reoccurring shots, you could track where you're struggling with, and like this helps set you up long term for success. Does that make sense to you guys? Does anyone have any questions on just the format of what I'm going to be trying to get at here? I'm guessing no. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you a live example of kind of like my mindset of what I look at when I'm breaking down film and how I film this format. Like from this format, it looks very simple, and it is, but what you
Let me see the charger.
sort of thing. What's up, D? Okay, let's meet you. Okay, and I'm just gonna get into all of that. All right, first thing that I always look at is I always actually look at previous games. A lot of players look at games and like, all right, like for example, me, I've got a game on Tuesday. A lot of people just look at a game on Tuesday. It's actually everything you do prior to that. And so one thing that I always look at is the game prior, right? So like if I were to kind of go backtrack, so like let's say I'm preparing for Hunter right now, what I would do is actually just look past at my old stuff, right? And I always go to the fix this notes. Like this is the one thing I always review. Is like, okay, like, all right, when I was at Pratt, I wasn't aggressive one-on-one in transition. I had a couple of times where like I would drive it in like early behind the back, and it led to a couple of turnovers. So that which I struggled with. My finishing rim location wasn't great. And I wasn't patient on offense, right? And so what I do is I'm like, okay, these are the things that I struggled with. Let me make sure in the next game I fix that. And you'll notice that like when I go to the next thing, like I'll write some extra notes, but like I fix those things and you get better. And of course, there's a couple of times where you don't do it as well. So, like, for example, like right here, like I noticed that I wasn't patient on offense. And so sometimes you see reoccurring themes from game 1 to game 2, and you're like, okay, now that it's game 3, I better freaking fix this shit because there's a problem with that. You got a quick question with that, Isaac?
Yeah, I got a question. So with the
Yep.
fixing your notes, that's a system to hold yourself accountable so you don't make the same mistakes next game, right?
Exactly. And it's also something that
Okay.
it's also something I want to point out too, where it's just like more than just the next game, it's the future. Like when I head into my off season, I'm gonna have 25 games that I have reflected on. There's gonna be reoccurring themes that I see that I'm like, yo, I've got to drill this, I've got to make progressions off this that I have to fix. Right. And so like you'll just see like every single game, there's just different things that you can take away from it and fix. So that's the first thing I'm going to say, and just from a game preparation standpoint. And so heading into the context of Hunter, this was my last game. I had 2 points. This was my career low in college. I've never had less than 2 points. So I had the worst game of my college career right here. And actually, just by the way, I was thinking about you because this was the tournament game. And so when last year when I had a tournament game, I had a really bad game. And then the next game I had 31 points. This ended up being the same exact thing where I had a terrible first game and a great second game. But this was my mindset going into this game. And so I really wanted to make sure that I fixed everything that I did. And like, you're going to really see something right here. This is TCNJ. So we did not play Hunter yet. Just some context. When I played this game, I was off the ball the whole game. I was off the ball. I wasn't running the point. And so what do you see in the fixes notes? Be the point guard. Next game, stop playing off ball, getting no touches. The next thing I said is play more one-on-one basketball to get your buckets. So sometimes if you're not scoring, like I had 2 points, I only took 9 shots. I was not playing one-on-one basketball. I wasn't getting my buckets. And then this was a big thing for me. Like sometimes a lot of players and tons of players deal with this. Like sometimes you're like struggling with minutes. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like I'm a player that plays, most of the game. Like my first game, I had 11 points. I was 5 for 19. Wasn't a good game for me. My second game, I went 6 for 15. I had 18 points. But just for context, I had 2 points in the first half, and then I ended up having 16 in the second half. So like I was like, yo, bad first half. Like I wasn't playing to my full potential. And so I go into TCNJ and I have 2 points. I'm like, fuck, like I've got to make sure I play well. And so I wanted to make sure I execute these fix-it notes heading into the game. Now, just from this, I want you to point out that, like, look at my game prep, right? I'm looking at previous games. I'm looking at my last game specifically in the fix-it notes. And now I'm heading into Hunter with a game plan. And now let's actually dive into how this game looks, because I want you to recognize again, what were my 3 fix-it notes? It was be a point guard, play more one-on-one basketball, and understand your coaches have faith in you. And so let's kind of dive into this a little bit. Come on, go full screen, bro. Don't do this. All right. Nice. Okay. Can you all see this clearly? Is there like any like lag or anything?
Yeah, I can see it clearly.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Evan, I see you over there.
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, just for context, we have to drive out to Jersey 3 times.
Here for the consolation match. Greg Grant tip-off for
Yeah, why not?
Here from the College of New Jersey.
So we're playing Hunter here.
So much.
Pretty solid team in the CUNY. We both lost the day prior. I look at a lot of things. When you watch film, you could break down every little detail. So like, I'm gonna pause it right here. As a coach, you could have fixed, the way I guarded right there, right? You could have been like, yo, like that was poor defense, Evan. You shouldn't have trailed. Like, you could go back and fix that. To me, I just look at things that are like most important. Like to me, I trailed the play, didn't get a good bucket, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna stop every single clip here, but I want to prove my point that like you can break down every little detail. And like I do this sometimes. We're like, okay, they're in a 2-2-1 press. I know for sure, like my favorite thing against a 2-2-1 press is like I always go over the top. So like I always find a little gap, they throw it over the top, and I ended up getting into my first pull-up of the game. I ended up knocking it down. Like right off to the bat, look, lucky ass shot is what it is. But right off the bat,
I broke that press very well. Sorry to cut you off. I broke that press very well.
Yeah, no, it was simple. It was a poor press, but we'll start like skipping a few clips as well. And so they end up running the same set down.
What a night. Team did not come out with the win. However, 34 points, 11 of 21 from the field, 8 of 14 from
now,
three, all out.
You're gonna see a lot of team stuff, and I might actually restructure how I'm doing this. Like again, I didn't play great deep. right off the bat,
Jack- Jack
I like
Myers
this because
working
I want
hard
you to
on
know
the
this is
offensive
unplanned. This is
glass.
like raw.
There's
This is my first
Jakic
time seeing
once
this
again.
footage. I don't know if you guys
Anti-Joe
noticed, but
McDonald there.
first possession, I trailed. My man got a paint touch and
Possession
kick.
be with the
Second
Bears.
possession, I closed out of control. Wasn't good. Right off the bat, I would take a note, and I'm gonna put it on my phone, and then we'll get back to the note because I don't want to keep on
Inbound
stopping.
to Sharai.
I'm gonna make a
Sorokas
note
has
that
it
like,
up
yo,
top.
like, play better defense because I came out the gate
With it,
playing
trying to work
absolutely
around the
terrible
offense,
defense, and
get
I would say
the
that's a
ball
theme
into
that I
Reno.
that I didn't do well. Is I
better.
didn't play great defense this game.
No luck there. Ball kicked out of bounds. We stay with the Bears here. Inbound to Macheris once again. Bring Sharai. The Rockets with it up top. Defended by McDonald. Macheris sets a screen. The Rockets finds Reno.
That was a terrible call.
They're gonna get.
Whenever I
Max
play
Butler
off an
on the
action,
offense.
I always pause and go back because like I'm coming off an action
Right.
here, right? How many times do you get a pick and roll in a
Rockets
game?
with it up
I would
top.
say, I
Defended
don't
by
know.
McDonald.
I would say maybe I get like 3 to 5. And so every single pick and roll possession I get, I want to identify and make sure I made the right read. What we're doing here is there's a double screen coming down here. My shooter is coming out corner and there's a screen up top. Okay. Right off the bat, I brought my primary defender into the screen well. Boom. That's a good thing. Next thing I'm going to see is, all right, where am I looking? The one thing I will note
Macheris sets a screen.
is my eyes were where? It was straight corner and I was not thinking shot. Now, would I have taken this shot? Maybe.
Macheris sets a
But look, I was wide open. My shooter was open in the corner, but I would say, okay, like next time I really got to get my eyes to the rim. So I'm just processing some information here, thinking like, all right, like what I do well, what didn't I do well? They actually ended up calling an offensive foul,
They're gonna
which
get Max
was
Butler.
an absolutely terrible call.
Casey Myers. So a little bit confusion there. Ball will stay with the Bears. Pass underneath for Reno. Stolen away by Yakic. Casey Myers gets it stripped away. He's about start to reel that ball in. Here's Jack Myers, last night 11 points, 9
Better
rebounds.
defense. My coach is big on not
Brother
allowing
Jason
paint
is out.
touches, so
Jack on
Um,
the corner.
I was a
There's
big, that's a
Yakic.
big man.
Full jump hook over Macheris. No good. Here's Sorokas once again. Hands off to Reno. Reno just dishes it right back. So Reno, 34 out of 54 points for St. Joseph's last night. Sorokas works inside. Straight away two. No
Would you
good.
take good shot or bad shot? Again, every time, like again, we're looking at it a lens of through like, all right, I'm identifying what I'm doing right or wrong. We're late shot clock here, so there's about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. I end up just playing one-on-one. My big man has really poor spacing here, which led to my bad shot. But like,
Sorokas
I'm happy with the drive. The one thing I would say is I should have probably played off 2 feet and kicked it. I ended up taking a contested 2, but remember, I made my last shot, so like I'm not too unhappy with it, and it's a fadeaway that I usually make. But
straight away two.
I'm happy with the fact that I was aggressive because as you saw last game, I only took 9 shots with, I'm playing, 35 minutes a game. So for me to take that kind of shot, I'm actually happy with because I was being super aggressive. But in the back of my mind, I know that I could have made a better read playing off 2 feet, kicking back out to the big man, which probably would have been a better read.
You're reading Hunter, 1 of 12 yesterday. Need to see the ball go in the hoop. Here, Kareem McDonald. There's a 3 from Jack Myers just off to the right. Here's Reno. Gets some space, lets a 3 fly, and that's short.
Take some crazy shots, but he had 34
First
points
shot
last game,
taken
so
for Reno.
he's
Slightly
able
off the
to.
mark there, but shots will come. As he took 21 yesterday.
We don't have to watch this full first half.
McDonald hands off
I have
to
a lot
Lau,
of feedback
left
from the
wing.
second half,
Yakic, top of the key.
but we'll just go a
Hands off
couple
to
more
Casey
clips here.
Myers. He steps back. The long 2-point shot is good from Casey Myers. Nice job creating separation on Reno there. Was Myers. Moving to his right, fading away. Getting a nice left-handed shot.
Should have just shot
Ball.
that.
Reno's
I thought
wide
that was a
open.
really good cut
Jared,
on my end. So one thing that
Shot.
we talk about reoccurring themes. I do want to go back here.
No good follow-up.
Like I said, in everything that you do right? There's
Separation.
a lot
on
of
Reno
lessons to
there.
it. My first couple
Myers.
games, a big point of emphasis for my coaches was I was not
Right.
cutting enough,
Getting
right? So
ready
you'll
to
see
take
here,
a
like
shot.
in my first couple of games, I would just stand. I would stand out here looking for a kick or looking to fill. From this kind of film study breakdown, my coaches were like, "Yo, you got to cut more. You got to cut more. You got to cut more." I made it I made it a goal for next game to cut more, and now it ends up becoming a habit, right? Like your game is all about your habits, right? Like early on, I wasn't cutting. That was a bad habit that I had. Now I start developing the habit of cutting more. So from this kind of analysis, right, you'll see here, I actually make a great cut. It was a poor delivery on his end, but look, great cut into the gap. If he would have hit me, I would have had a 1-on-2 with him where I could have scored or dished it back to him off a give and go. Look, I ended up not getting the ball, but it was the right play, the right read.
Gowrie just couldn't find him. McDonald looking inside
Nice
for
block.
Myers. No good. Follow up.
Should have kicked it up on me.
Founded by Macheris. Now Yasharai.
He traveled,
trying
but
to
I
find
would have had that
Reno.
open
Nice
shot in the
by
corner.
Lau stepping into the. Jason Myers gonna bring it up.
I
here
definitely want to note though,
for the Hawks.
4 minutes into the game, I've taken 2 shots, which is okay. I could live with 2 shots.
Wow.
I really try to make sure I get like at least 4 shots within the first 8 minutes of the game. I don't know how your rotations are with your teams. You'll notice that with this analysis, I track that. But if you know that you're getting, like for me, my thing is I get 8 minutes. I play for 8 minutes. I get subbed out for 4 minutes, and then I play 8 minutes again because it's 20-minute halves. So I make it a goal for myself that I've got to take 16 shots in a game. That broken down, that's 4 shots every 8 minutes, right? So 8 minutes, I got to take 4 shots. 8 minutes, I got to take 4 shots. 8 minutes, I got to take 4 shots. 8 minutes, I got to get 4 shots. If I'm not taking 4 shots and I come out of the game, I was not aggressive enough. So just seeing that I have 2 shots taken within the first 4 minutes, I'm happy with that.
Fireworks from him on the offensive end.
I also want you to notice, right? Last game I mentioned that I always played off ball. Today, I was running the point the whole entire time, right? So like I'm running the one, I'm running the play calls. I've already called 3-4 plays, and our offense is looking better.
The left corner. Now pass it baseline, Yakic. Double team trying to find an open man. Nice job recovering for Max Butler there. Reno comes up with a loose ball, kicks left corner. Sarakis is
I had a poor
good.
first shooting half.
Reno had the board there. McDonald moving quickly in transition, dips off to Yakic. Myers active on the offensive.
Again, I'm
glass, as we
handling it.
mentioned,
Ooh, that was a
9
good pass.
boards yesterday against the Easy layup there, and a
Dime.
nice pass from Sarak.
Good pass, coach.
Myers active on the offensive.
Eyes
glass,
up.
as we mentioned,
Boom.
9 boards yesterday. against
One
the
thing I'm
Easy
gonna
layup
mention,
there.
and I want you to recognize this. Look at where my eyes go early. Boom. My eyes are directly up court. I'm not worried about a trap. I'm not worried about their press. My eyes are directly up court. I'm seeing Adam run the floor. Like I'm looking backside the whole time. I'm seeing Adam run, and I'm seeing him up here, him up here. I know. Look when that pass is thrown. That pass is thrown early, right? I'm making sure that pass is thrown early so that he could run into it and get that layup. As this thing lags out,
Glass, as we
and I make that
mentioned,
nice pass to him.
yesterday gets the easy layup there, and a nice pass from Sarakis. Answering directly back, Yasharai.
Low back in.
Adam Yasharai. Getting the 2-point layup.
So
to
we'll
go
finish my
there.
8-minute segment, and then we'll kind of skip ahead a little bit.
Here's McDonald. Passing to Lau. Now here's Jack Myers, right corner, spinning pass.
Good
Butler,
defense.
baseline 2.
Oof.
He's fouled on the way up. Couple of subs here to check in.
So we got another 2:30 here before I get subbed out, and we'll start. We'll break down kind of how I use the system within this.
On the base free throw.
Again, I know I'm not in the play, but I always look for that skip on that 2-2-1. Something to think about. For me, that's just kind of what I do well against pressure. Nice little back screen there.
However,
Nice
not
swing.
many turnovers on the night yesterday, so sound with their ball move
I make a little driving kick there, but I do want to see this again.
here is Hunter.
So I slow it up,
trying
which
to
I'm
create some
okay with.
pressure.
I make this nice back screen.
Make some mistakes.
Boom. I get the ball here. One thing that my actually teammates kept on telling me is I catch the ball a little too far out. Imagine I caught that ball ready to shoot right here. Look how far out I took it. Right. And then when I get into my drive now, like I can't really shoot it from out here. That's a crazy shot. I'm not like Steph Curry. Maybe if I caught it closer to the 3-point line, I could have knocked that down. But I end up getting a paint touch,
Turnovers
and I
on
get
the
my
night
second assist of the
yesterday,
game.
so
Cool with that.
Sound with their ball movement as Yasharai.
We'll
It's a
last.
3.
Sure.
Sharai, good on the 3. Brings up to a 2-point St. Joseph's lead here, 10-8 Bears over the Hawks. Jakic shot fake, works inside, fouled on his way up and strong to the cup for Luka Jakic. Gonna go
That
to the
kid
line
killed
for
us this game, man. He's a friend of mine, but
the 3-point play.
all right,
So I
let's keep
believe
this
we just
rolling.
got a word from the
I'm in for this last 2
official
minutes.
there that the 3 from Yasharai was actually a 2. So
Yeah, I'm not happy
9
with
is
that at all. Again, I'm a scorer for my team, right? Like they need me to score.
We've just got a
Um,
word from
let's
the
see how I break this pressure.
official there that
Okay, boom. My eyes aren't even at the rim. That's a problem, right? For me, I've got to have this score first mindset. My eyes aren't at the rim. What I should have done here is had my eyes to the rim, where I either could have shot it or I drive it, right? Because offense is all about dominoes, right? Like we have an advantage here, right? Right now, we're technically playing 4-on-3, right? He's trailing the play. He is trailing the play. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We had an advantage, and look what I do. My eyes aren't at the rim. I do attack. I attack the gap.
All right.
Who did I miss? I missed big man right here. And these are things that I always internalize. It's not something I always write down, but I internalize like, all right, I drove it baseline. I didn't see middleman. I could have kept it baseline. I even hit the corner man. But instead, I come out and just get the ball out. Was it a turnover? No, wasn't it? But to me, I'm like missed opportunity. I could have hit this low man or hit that corner man. And sometimes I do take those notes. If that's something that reoccurs in this game, I'm definitely going to take note of that.
Off to Reno.
Because again, you got to realize like
Skip pass left corner. Here's
we have
Butler.
15 guys on my team, right? The most effective players are going to play.
So good.
I want to be
Pass
effective on
forward, has
every
his
single
hands
time I
on
get the
it.
ball. When I get the
Tip
ball, I
around.
want to get a paint touch. When I get the ball, I want to make the right
Ends
kick.
up
When I
with
get the ball, I want to
Hunter
make the right shot.
So Gene
I want to
Crawford
have a high shooting percentage. Like
handed
if
off
you're
to
not
Jeffrey
effective with your
Jones. Back
opportunities,
Casey
that's how you
Myers.
find yourself get to the bench.
Gives it off to
You know, I
Jakic,
ended up
top
playing
of the key.
36 minutes this game because I was effective.
Hands are too
My last
active
game, I
there
only
for
played
Warren.
against
Jakic.
TCNJ when I had the 2 points. If I'm not mistaken, I played 26 minutes because I wasn't efficient. I wasn't making shots. I wasn't making paint touches. I was just playing off the ball. And when you play college basketball, like it's all about being effective. So I look at that play and I'm unhappy with it. Why? Because I had an opportunity to make a play and I didn't. And that's something that you always got to take note of and you want to improve. This is why you look at the film. You look at the opportunities that you took. You look at the opportunities that you missed. You look at some reoccurring themes, and that's how you learn and improve off it. Last minute here.
Not sure what
I'm
the
getting
short
up court.
stoppage was there. However, the Rockets now working inside, looking outside.
So I made that kick. The coach hit the ball there. Let's see how that goes. So I made another baseline drive.
Not sure what
Okay. So if I were to go back, I would have made this skip. He was open on this skip pass and I kept it, right? He was open on that. And my boy Reno was open on that. So just looking at that, like I should have gave that ball. But I kept it, right? And you live with it. Maybe I should have like split him and gone middle. I feel like if I would have split, like there's a trailer here, I know, but he's trying to cut me off. If I split him and came middle, I would have had a 2-on-1 with my guy coming this way.
there, however.
But I kept the baseline.
Rockets now.
And yeah, so my boy Reno definitely should have gone corner. That's not 100% my fault. But
Looking inside.
oh no, my big man right here was open. I missed him as well. So like definitely a poor decision on that baseline drive. I could have improved that. I know it just got
Looking
zoomed out.
outside.
But coach hit it, we ended up getting it back. I don't know why sometimes it just unzooms. Okay. And then these are like my last couple seconds out.
Five.
Let's see what happens here. So we're in this play call.
No gifts there. By Hunter.
Yeah, I've been taking a few of these, and I actually before I do these like breakdown analysis, I always like absorb kind of how the game is going. And something you should take a note of too. When I finish a game, I don't go straight to the film. You have to process your information before you even get to this. One thing that I was processing is these standstill catch and shoot threes are killing my percentage. I'm taking a lot of these and I'm not making them. Like I would definitely
No
say
gifts there.
I take maybe like 1 or 2 of these a game, and they just don't go in. Look, if I shoot it off that catch with my momentum going, good shot. But when I'm standstill from 3 feet behind the 3-point line, that's a tough shot to make. Is he off me?
Hunter.
Yes. But it's a tough shot. And my coach definitely was not happy with that shot. And you'll notice I get subbed out right here.
Inbound.
So I clearly can
Bears.
see that my coaches don't
Three-pointer
like those
goes up.
shots. I'm not making those shots.
Possession,
I just
ready
got to
for
eliminate
free-throw
them.
line here.
And here I come out the
Arrow
game.
pointing in the direction of Hunter.
That's that. Now, let's talk about the analysis part. Well, before I get into this, do you guys want to like say anything? Share any thoughts? How did I play? Yes, no? Anybody have feedback? Okay, I'll keep going. Julian, you have something?
From somebody that's played with
I
you
forgot. I
before.
was about to say something.
Hold on. Let's just go first and then Juliana go second.
I forgot what I said, Evan.
Okay. You got it, Jess.
From somebody that's played with you before and seen the good and the bad, I would just say that's just you getting started. That's just you getting started. Like I said, I seen you in the tournament before, like last year. It was the same thing. I think you were turning up more towards the second half
Yeah.
last
I go
year
crazy
in
in
the
the
other.
second Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up,
Oh
Bobby?
yeah, just to add on, yeah, like staying aggressive from the jump, like when we were talking about getting into the paint, even though you're not hitting the shot a lot, but it's still that's a shot you could hit while you get into the spot, staying aggressive. So like later on in the game when the defense changes and when you're still able to hit those shots. So finding your rhythm.
Facts. Yeah. I would say like I always kind of like do like a brief like, all right, what like 1 to 10, how did I play? I would say it was like a 6 or a 7. Like we're gonna get into this right now. Let's kind of track the shots I take. Let me know if I miss anything. I usually do these directly, but I kind of wanted to flow nicely. Shots I took, so it was transition mid-range jump shot. Okay, huh. Right, so that's one I made. What else did I take? I missed a 3, right? No, I missed mid-range fadeaway. What else did I miss? Missed catch and shoot 3.
The standing 3 also. I don't know if you want to count that as the catch and shoot.
100%. Missed standstill, catch and shoot 3-point. And then I had 2 assists, right? I had the and then I had that driving kick. So think about this though, like I took my 4 shots. So like this is exactly what I process on the bench now. And I know it's like everyone processes things differently. Like sometimes people go to the bench and be like, I played terrible or I played great. To me, this is what I process. I told you before that I need to take minimum 16 shots a game. That's every 8-minute segment. I have to take 4 shots. How many shots did I take? I took 4. So right off the bench, I'm be like, okay, what shots did I take? All right, made that transition 3, missed fadeaway, missed catch and shoot 3, missed standstill 3, and that had the 2 assists. Okay, so I have 2 points and 2 assists in 8 minutes. I took solid shots. I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, like not too bad. To me, this is how you should process the game. Like to me, you got to be like, all right, what are the shots I took? Okay, I'm happy with it. Maybe I should adjust this. Where are some opportunities I have on the other team? And so now I have 4 minutes to reflect, to get my energy back, and then I got to get back on the court. And let's see how this. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. This might be a little bit of a bitch to go through. But do you guys have any questions with kind of what I just did there? It's very simple, but notice how I'm breaking it down. You're watching the game and you're seeing some missed opportunities, and then you're just tracking some of the shots you take, your assists, your turnovers, and you're creating a system that you can get consistent results. Because look, I'm a 5'7", kid that's not the most athletic player on the court. I'm fast, I'm quick, but like I'm not, anything, spectacular physically. if I'm going to be a 20-point per game scorer, and like you guys know my goals, like my goals to be player of the year, like I need to have some kind of system that I need to follow to help me score all those points game to game, right? I need to make sure that I'm getting my shots up. I got to make sure that I'm having the right mindset in the games. Because if I'm not doing that,
Ball is gonna
I'm
be
definitely
arrow point.
going to struggle to score those 20 points a game. I'm trying to
2-point
skip ahead
ball
to
game
how
here.
I came back out. I would say I came back out poorly.
Here.
Look, I'm not perfect. Maybe my second half was kind of perfect, but like you're not always gonna play great. But as long as you're always
Sure,
learning and
tough.
reflecting from it, you're just gonna
Looking
keep on
forward
getting
up.
better.
Good. Good.
And
Rebound
so I would typically watch these with my team. We don't gotta
out
watch
there
them.
for
I'm gonna skip ahead a little
Faison.
more. Like I mentioned, I usually come back in around that 8-minute mark.
Now Reno. For Hunt.
Back in the game. Okay.
So foul.
And so I check back in.
Is right next.
We're
to
running
us.
a play. Come on, zoom in. Hold on. All right. So one thing I'm gonna mention, just reflecting like from now that the game is over. Look, I believe I'm a very good player. This kid guarding me is like a cone. And I say it out of love. Early on in this first half, I was not aggressive enough one-on-one against this kid. Because in the second half, I guess I'll sneak peek it. I had 25 points in the second half. I attacked this kid looking to score. In this first half, all I did was look to kick. And you'll see this right here.
Down to the Rockets. Right next to us at the scorer's table here.
Like I drove looking to kick.
Defending
And that's why I only had, if I'm not mistaken, I had 2 points in the first half. I didn't score again. Look,
right
like
next to us.
I'm driving towards my big man Josh. I should be driving into his hip, looking to score. Where like once there's this contact, I'm getting into my dead leg, I'm getting into my under drags, I'm looking to score. But my driving angle was to the elbow, and I'm just looking to pass. And if I'm not being aggressive, like look, we're 12 minutes into this game, we have
Nice recovery
14
there
points as
by
a team. I know my
Brown.
role is to score the ball. And so
Seven
I need to
there.
make these reflections and fix this because my team scored 24 points in this half. We can't win games if we're scoring 24 points in a half. Like this is college basketball. You know what I mean? The average that a college basketball team should be having in a half is 35 to 40 points. It's very difficult to win a game if you're only putting up 24 points. So for me, I need to make sure that I'm getting at least 10 points and a half. And so it's making those little fixes like, all right, right then and there, I drove to the elbow. I've got to be attacking his hip, getting downhill, looking to score. Let's see what we get into here. They go handoff to me. You'll see the same thing again. I'm not attacking his hip. We had a little bit of a lag here. I'm going to go back. I want to go back on that. Like, look, same thing. This guy, it was a moving cone for me in the second half. I'm driving wide. I'm not driving to the rim. Yes, our spacing is pretty poor here, but like, I'm not even looking at the rim here. And so I would say, I guess speaking in advance, like this second 8-minute segment that I had, that was a charge attempt I took. I do want to see that. I get back in transition. Wasn't too bad. I went 40, ended up being that one. Like this 8 minutes that I was playing, I just wasn't aggressive. I wasn't in attack mode. You know what I mean? Like I took some good shots. Oh, here's another pick and roll action. Again, I'm so passive. Like I'm not thinking shot first. And you'll see my difference in the second half where like I had 25 points in the second half. I'm seeing myself in this first half and I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Look, I get this pick and roll action. How'd I come off it? Number one, I should have given him maybe a little bit more of a counter movement. I should have jabbed the other way so that I could have set him up a little bit better. So I come off the screen. My big man, let's see if he rolls here. Okay, he rolls like I'm wide here. I'm not really thinking score. I do that behind the back. Again, I got nothing out of it. Maybe in this situation, All right, I come get it back. I like that.
Bring Hunter right back to another student.
Again, look where I drove.
this
I'm
season.
telling you, I drove so passive in this first half that I
And
fixed heading into the second half. But look at me. I'm going wide. I'm not getting a paint touch. Right back. I go pitch and play with my big man. Again, I should have went downhill. But what am I doing? I'm going wide. I'm thinking pass, pass, pass. And again, I know my role on this team.
There's the Charis
there's the
working
kick.
inside. Nice spin move, kicks out.
I missed that
Soroki's
shot.
corner
That's fine.
three.
Like,
Just off the back.
I'm
iron.
aggressive off my catch and shoot shots, great. But when the ball is in my hand, I got to be more aggressive.
So a nice possession there.
100%. And I know in advance that I was not
Got
happy
it.
with these 8 minutes that I played.
Soroka is just unable to connect this. Here's Cola, corner
I'm going
three.
to add these shots as we talk as well.
So back after the Hunter timeout, 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this first half. St. Joseph's Brooklyn with the
Nice
ball.
drive.
Charis working inside past Montrose, gets there from the Charis. As he went up a little.
I'm someone that plays
Up
very solid
one
defense.
try.
I'll get my steals here and there.
Out.
I'm more of a
And
scorer.
Corey Jones Jr.
That's why you don't see a lot of
Jr.
me from the
soft
defensive
touch
end because
at the
I'm a
glass.
5'7" guard. There's not much that I do. I'm
Right
not
up
a hound,
the
but
goal there. Nice
you really
play
reflect on
by
your offense and what you
from
could have done
Jones
better.
Jr.
But the one thing I will say though that I am happy with is I executed the fact that I wanted to be a point guard this game.
Checked in at the
I got my
break.
team into the
There's
actions and we ended up
coming up for the
running
lead
solid
there.
offense. I just was not aggressive enough and I'm not too happy with it.
Drawing a foul nicely. Williams to inbound.
Let's
here
see what we get
underneath.
here.
Here's
I would have
Williams,
loved for me to get that ball and run a pick and roll.
defended by Jones outside. That's Mojica. Three, no good. Macheris working inside. His pull-up shot is good.
I know I mentioned it before, but like
Alex Macheris.
for you players that are watching this, you have to know your role.
Try.
I know my role is to score for this team.
5:20 to go in the
If I'm
first
not
half.
scoring points, my team doesn't score points,
They
right?
just
So like, I
put
want you to ask yourself right now, because all of you
Still
finished
going
tryouts.
here.
What's your role on your
Found their way
team?
back into this
Do you
one.
know it?
They almost
Maybe
had
it's
that
not being a
great
scorer, it's just
foul
being a
to be called.
facilitator, or it's being someone that's a hound on defense, whatever it is. I know my role. I know I need to score points. I know that if I'm not scoring points, my team isn't scoring points, right? We have 18 points in 15 minutes of basketball,
Hello.
right? So in a high school game, imagine a team having 18 points at halftime. This is what we just did. It's not good. And why? It's because I only have 2 points. Why? Because I wasn't being aggressive enough in these last 8 minutes.
Conference, the 2015-16 season.
Another pick and roll action. Ooh, again, I'm getting pissed off just watching it. Look what I do. So I love actually my patience here. Look at this. I waited for my big man to slip. Boom. I like that. And then I attacked this gap. I should have went pull up. I should have went 2 dribble 4-step right into my pull up. I knocked those down all day. But what did I do? I took 3 dribbles, right? I should have taken my pull up off my second dribble,
15-16 season.
right? Look, 1, 2, shoot it. I took a 3rd dribble. I spun. I got nowhere. We got a kick. We get nothing out of it. And then we have that,
Looking to get back there.
right? Think about it. My
Season
team's not
mark
scoring
there.
points. I'm not being aggressive on offense. I'm not shooting the ball. How are we going to score in this game? And so when you tie everything together, I know we're talking about me, Evan Sorokas, and my performance, but my performance ties back to the team. I'm doing this because I know that if I fix these things, my team is going to win more basketball games. And so what am I doing? I'm gonna make a note of this, that I've got to shoot more 2 dribble pull-ups. And when I get into my workouts this week, I'm gonna rep that out. Because the one thing we didn't even talk about yet is how we're going to fix these, right? It's not just writing this down. You're not just gonna be be someone that just writes things down and just doesn't do anything with it. No, you execute, you learn from it, you apply it in your workouts. It's a key thing.
Attacked the foul, stepping out on the 3-point try, but William Brown, he's gonna
Fouled
go to the
somebody
line.
at the 3-point line. Nothing gets me more mad than that. I know he gets subbed out right after that.
Their own.
Hello?
Juliana, what's up?
It just hung me up. I don't know why. I have my time limit.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
4:25 to go. in
Push
this
the floor
first
here.
half.
Playing our 5 out.
Mojica passing to Butler.
I would love for him to swing me that ball after that, but it is what it is. See what we get
Bears
here.
looking for Reno here. Now defended by Cola. Butler with his left corner.
I'm open on this kick. You should have kicked it.
For St. Joe's Brooklyn, got to
hit me.
find a way to get the ball.
Oh,
in.
man.
Jonathan, no. Unless it's a wide open shot like this for
Look,
Harris.
There's never going to be perfect. You know, you play with 4 teammates.
Can't connect
Oh, there you go. I get my
Butler
kick.
working inside,
Another
finds
miss.
Rockets, corner 3. That's no good.
As this game is going, I just want you to put in
So,
perspective. So I kind of spoiled it telling you that
top
I had a
of
great
the
second
that's
half.
No good. Nice
But
rebound,
up until this point, I want you to
Jones.
imagine, you know, I'm
And
I'm a human
Montrose
being too. Like
working hard.
my last
inside.
game, I had 2 points. I went 1 for 9 from the
It's a
field.
wraparound layup to go.
Starting this game, I'm currently
13
1 for
point
1,
lead
2,
here
3, 4, 5, 6.
for Hunter.
I'm currently 1 for 6.
There's
right? Think
Reno,
about that a
one
little bit.
two-pointer,
So
rims in and
I had
out.
2 points in my last game. I currently have 2 points in the first 17 minutes of this game. I just want you to know, coming from my mindset, I was
No.
beyond frustrated. You know, a lot of players, like, it's easy to say, stay confident, stay
No.
confident. Like, bro, trust me, I'm staying confident. You don't see me
Once
passing up
Benny
any
steps
shots.
on his way in.
But when you start missing shot after shot after shot, knowing I'm a capable shooter, very, very frustrating. All right, we want to play call here.
Let's see what
Hit
the
him off
Bears
that.
can draw
Nice,
up
boom.
to get some points on the board.
Like,
It's a wide
I'm
open
super
three from
frustrated. That's another
Majerus,
assist.
And there it is.
Oh.
Now a 10-point difference between both
pass.
teams. Nice play drawn up there by Coach Joe
I'm
Cocozello.
frustrated, right? Like, I'm doing good things in this game right now. I have 3 assists. I'm running the offense well. Yes, I passed up a couple of opportunities, but like, I'm not making shots and my team is struggling. I need to knock down these shots. I wish you kicked this, but
Here's Gurney working inside. Euro steps
like,
past Brown.
I want you to
Trying
know
take a charge
mentally,
there.
I was really pressing here. And I'm a normal human being. Like, it happens.
Too much on the 2 there.
But I'm
Strong
gonna
on
share a story at halftime that I feel like would be super valuable for you guys.
Here's Rousseau.
To share with you like how I dealt with this.
Crossover pass to Rockets. Swings back. There's Montrose.
this
Top
thing running.
D.
We'll watch
Three,
these
no
last 2
good.
minutes.
So Jack Myers.
I hope it's
checking
okay
into
with
the
you guys if we
contest
go a
now
little bit
with
overboard
Blaze.
here.
Montrose. Both the Raton,
Again, I'm running the 1. I'm very happy with it. Let's see what we want to double away.
McDonald also.
I deliver and we just play. We run
Yeah,
our 5-out
Morris
offense.
here, about to
Nice.
Check in.
Oh,
Good pass
missed a
inside.
wide open layup.
Gurney missing an open.
One thing I'm gonna say is like, yo, we struggled offensively in our last game because we were not organized. Would you guys say we're looking kind of organized right now? I would say yes. I don't know about you guys, but like, our offense was much more organized because I took a leadership role. Remember, my last game, I did not run the point at all. Ooh, nice little steal by me.
Inside now. Butler
Good defense, Ed.
with the steal, hands off to Dirty. He'll go up
Great one-on-one defense.
and
Um,
fouled on his way up.
I ran the
Dirty
point 0 in the last
Never
game.
mind.
0. I was not running the point at all. I let
Jack
the guy
Myers
Max
is
run it.
gonna get tagged with the
But now
foul.
with this game, I'm running the 1. Yes, we only have 21 points on the board, but we're looking organized. We're looking solid. We just got to make shots. We got to make our layups.
Getting back
And we make a
transition.
really nice comeback in the second
Jack
half.
Myers
But like, I always say this too is like, all right,
was
we're
trying to find
organized right now.
Jackett.
Ooh, nice little
Well,
dish in the fast break.
congested in the paint for that pass there as Dirty
Let's go back on it.
finally gets on both free throws.
Transition dish.
So Hunter gonna have a chance.
You
to
know, my team is
extend here.
struggling to be organized offensively. So like, I'm doing a lot of good things from last game to this
Here's
game.
McDonald working past Butler was trying to find Yakic.
Nice little dish.
Little too
He just missed a
congested in
layup,
the
too.
paint for that pass there. As Dirty
And I
finally
hit him
gets
on
the
that.
layup
Very
to
happy with that.
go.
I currently have 4 assists. So
Got our
I know I'm
8-point
not
ball
making
game
shots, but
here.
like I'm making a
Minute,
positive
7
impact on the
seconds
game in
left
other
in the
ways.
first
Keeping my team
half.
organized. I'm making plays in transition well. I have 4 assists.
Gonna see how the shots are divvied up down the stretch here as Yakic working inside.
So
Using all
let's
that
watch these last
muscle. Luka
50 seconds here.
Yakic
Again, running the 1, keeping us organized.
Forcing his
You'll see me
way
play a
in
play
there.
call. Let's see what we get here. I keep this.
brings the lead
Yep,
back
cool.
up to
Love
10.
doing that. He
for
fouled
Hunter.
me here, bro. I was
Sorokin
so
working
pissed.
past Purcell. Purcell
I make a great read here.
brings the lead back up.
I blow by him. This should have been a foul. It is what it is. But I'm happy with my aggressiveness there. Keep it going. Why does it keep zooming out like that?
For Hunter, as Sorokin working past Purcell. Purcell, nice poke
Finish this.
there.
See what he runs here. I get the ball back.
Stay with the Bears. They're able to maintain possession. Free throw line jumper, way short for Rockets. 35 seconds to go.
I
here in
shoot
the
a
first
shot
half.
there. I won't go back because I don't want it to lag.
There's
But I
Lau
shoot a
for
shot there and
three.
missed it.
Far wing is good.
Missed mid-range pull-up.
So now 13-point.
It was a
lead
good shot though.
for Hunter as we've got 1 out of left here in this first half. Going
So
to
just-
assume
just
it's
keep
gonna
in
go
mind, by the
Jonathan
way,
Reno here.
I started the
This one
game
on
in the
Dixon's
first
side,
30 seconds with that
15, gonna get
mid-range pull.
fouled by Lau.
Following that, I missed a mid-range fadeaway. I missed a catch and shoot 3-point. I missed a standstill 3. I missed a catch and shoot 3-point. I missed another catch and shoot 3-point, and I missed a
That's the
mid-range
seventh
pull-up.
Foul.
So within my
on the
last
Hawks in the first half.
3 halves of basketball, I have 4 points.
So
Mind
Reno
you,
gonna
I am
shoot
a
1 and 1
a
here,
capable 20 plus per
McDonald
game scorer.
and the
Right? I
Hawks
currently
gonna
average
have
15
to
points a game.
attempt
I'm more than capable of averaging over 20 points. I have 4 points
on a
in
basket in this
3
first
halves
half.
of basketball in 60 minutes, right? The leading scorer on my team with only 4 points.
Reno
I
on
want you to know that I'm
second
pressing right
attempt,
now. Like, to me, I'm like, fuck, I gotta play
seven in the
better.
first
Like,
half.
my team is losing 36 to 25 to
Now
a team we should have
making
beat. Like, this is
right
clearly,
before the
not the
break.
best team in the world. Like, I was solid
So
defense there. He had a
Rousseau
bullshit shot.
Fades fadeaway too.
But that's what's going through my
What
mind
a
right now.
move to get
And so we
around
head into
Sabonis and
halftime.
create the
Just to give you some inside context on this. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. Just to give you some context on this. Like, this is something that you might go into as well during your season. Out of my last 17 shots, I've made 2. So I'm 2 for 17. Okay. My team is struggling. I'm struggling. And I go into halftime, and my team, we're kind of like hounding at each other. And of course, yeah, as someone that's a leader of the team, I'm hearing it too. My guys are coming to me and saying, yo, Ev, you got to make shots. And I'm like, this is exactly quote. I'm gonna quote myself. I'm like, yo, you think I'm trying to fucking miss shots? Like, I'm not trying to miss shots, bro. I want to make these. And so this is what's going on at halftime. I'm struggling mentally. My team is kind of pulling and pushing and pulling a little bit. And so, like, I'm trying to calm myself. I'm trying to be like, all right, I'm taking the right shots. I just got to make them. And I got to be more aggressive in my one-on-one situation. So this is what's going through my mind. This is what happens in the locker room. My coaches come in and they're like, Ev, you got to make shots, man. Like, we need you to make shots. And they're telling guys, we're like, but like, I know this, right? And so what would you guys be thinking right now? Does anyone want to step up? Like, if you're in my shoes, what would you be thinking? If you were exactly me, that goes into this locker room 1 for 7, who just came off a 2-point game, struggling, and I'm a player that should be averaging over 20 points a game, what would you be thinking? How would you even react? Because to me, you got to have a preparation with that. Anybody want to share? Molly, you want to share?
I don't know.
You don't know. Has anybody ever dealt with this before? Where you just super struggled? Okay, well, I'm going to stop us here real quick. Let me tell you what happened last year. Last year, just, if I'm not mistaken, same situation. I had a terrible first game.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so, second game, this is no joke. Justin literally comes up to me like this. Mind you, I've never had a 30-point game. I had a 30-point game earlier in the season, but like, he goes, Ev, you're going to have 30 today, bro. He goes, yo, I believe in you. I believe in you. My son just gave me so much confidence. No lie, guys. You could check the standings. I actually want to pull that up. I'm going to pull that up right now. Because, yeah. We got to head out? Okay. Can I get 2 minutes? Can I come out in 2 minutes? Perfect. Thank you. All right. And so, man, we're not going to be able to finish this. Hold on. I do want to pull this up because to me, it matters. Whatever. Point that I'm trying to make is I had a terrible game, just gave me confidence, and I ended up coming back and having a great game. At halftime, my coach comes like this up to me. He goes like me. He goes, F. I wonder if it shows up the first half now. He goes, F. This is my assistant coach. He goes straight up to me. Mind you, I'm struggling mentally. And he goes, F. I believe in you, F. He goes, you are more than capable of having a successful career. You're a great player. Like, I believe in you, F. And so my coach comes up to me, giving me all this confidence. And look, I had 2 points in the first half. I ended up having 27 points in the second half that I wish I could show you right now. But like, I was 1 for 7, and I finished the game 8 for 14, whatever it is. I ended up having a great second half. Point that I'm trying to make is it was the confidence piece. It was the mental piece. My skills did not change from first half to the second half. It was all what? My confidence, right? And you'll find that with yourself too, where you struggle mentally and it's all confidence. Like, your skills do not change. And so what can you rely on? This kind of system, right? Like, first half, I had 2 points. I was 1 for 7. Okay. And I have all my shots here. I was adding it as I was going. 2 points. Like to me, this is exactly what I was looking at. So I went into the first half. I had 2 points on 1 for 7 shooting. Okay. And I had that steal, right? And I'm just writing, okay. Super aggressive from the jump. No, I wouldn't say super aggressive. I would say aggressive from the jump, but wasn't getting enough paint touches. Missed a couple shots, but they were the right shots. Now remember, this is live time. This is me just making this as we speak. And so this is something that like I'm gonna process and build more off of. Like, one thing I would add too. So like, I always add like missed opportunities. So like, baseline drive, missed middleman drop off. What else would I say? So like I always talk about missed opportunities. So like another one would be didn't shoot mid-range pull up. Yeah. And so I kind of like write like a couple of missed opportunities as well that I was mentioning, but that's just my first half, right? Like I talk about the first half and as you saw, like I struggled, right? I went to the first half, I took 7 shots. So like, again, I always say I want to take at least 8 shots a half, 16 shots a game. I did that. I took the right shots. I just wasn't making them, right? So I was aggressive from the jump. I noticed that I wasn't getting enough paint touches. I missed a bunch of shots, but they were the right shots, right? I had my 4 assists, which was terrific. Okay. I had my steals and boom. That's my little first half reflection. Again, I could go back to this. I could reflect off it. And then you do the same thing in the second half. And what happens is, like this second half, I had 25 points in the second half. I had a terrific second half that I'm not going to be able to show you right now. But like, can you see the improvement? Like, if you track this, you can improve game to game, right? Let's go back to TCNJ. Be the point guard next game. Stop playing off ball, getting no touches. Play a couple of one. I didn't do a great job with this in the first half. The second half, I did an amazing job with this. And then look, understand your coach have 100% faith in you. Look what ended up happening. I noted that, and they told me that in person, right? Big thing to mention. But so that's how this system kind of works, okay? You write this for the first half. You write it for the second half. And then you just make the fix this notes, right? So like play better defense. I'm actually gonna take that away because I thought I played a very solid defense. One thing I'm gonna say is actually I'm gonna say close out. This is something I struggled with in the second half that I'm gonna note down. Next thing I would say is like get your eyes to the rim. Stop driving. Coach sidelines. Another one I would say is contested. Take the ball. Again, like notice how I'm like kind of jumping all over the place, but I'm just making an analysis for myself. And so like when I rewatch this game, when I'm making my development plans, I could look back at this and be like, okay, this is what my first half was, right? And then I got to fix it in the second half. Are you guys following what I'm building here? Okay. So I do have to leave right now from this place. Would you like me to break down the second half? I know it's 8:30, but would you like me to like this is the foundation of it. Would you like me to complete the second half with you guys? I don't mind staying an extra maybe 30 minutes to do it. Does anybody want me to do that? Or we could just wrap this up. Let me know because then I'll just wrap it up.
I don't know. It's your choice, Evan.
No, I
It's
don't
your
say that.
choice.
I would be doing it for you. I would be doing it for you guys. All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm gonna run across the street. I'd be back in this link in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna end this. I don't know if the Zoom call is gonna end, but I am gonna end this. I'm gonna jump back in this exact link in 2 minutes. If you want to stay and watch the second half, do that. If not, I appreciate you for joining, and I hope you found value in this. This is an amazing, amazing system. I promise you, I've seen amazing results. Like, I don't have this game if I don't make these fix-it notes. Look, being a point guard, I was a point guard in that first game, in that first half. This second half, I played a ton of one-on-one basketball, and you know what? It led to results. I had 27 points this game. I'm a college basketball player. That's a lot of points for a college basketball game. I don't do that and improve season after season if I don't make these kind of systems, right? My freshman year, I averaged 3 points a game. My sophomore year, I averaged 10 points a game. My junior year, I averaged 15 points a game. And by this end of the senior year, I want to average 20 points a game. I don't do that and improve year after year if I don't make these systems and follow them. And they're extremely valuable for you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run. I'll literally be back in this in 2 minutes. If you want to stay, you could stay. I'm going to put together the second half, exactly what we're doing. And if not, I appreciate you guys. So I'll be back in this link in about 2 minutes, all right? Now we're going to dive into this second half here. You know, as I was mentioning, I finished the game with 27 points, right? What we were diving into before is, you know, I didn't have a great first half, right? Like, yeah, you know, I came in with the 4 assists, but I really, you know, didn't shoot the ball well. And so just overlooking kind of what we talked about is like, all right, I got 2 points in the first half. And I just want to show you how my shift heading into the second half made such a positive impact. You know, as I mentioned, my coach gave me a ton of confidence heading into the second half. And so, you know, let's dive into the second half and see some of the differences in just the way I played that just helped me get way more results. Let's dive into this here.
As a team, Hunter, 14 of 37 from the field, a 37.8% shooting percentage in the first half. 2 of 11 from 3. So something that needs to
Been doing a solid job defensively, just being active. Didn't love that overhelp here. You know, that number 4 is a pretty good shooter. Didn't really need to double there, but, you know, we take it.
Here's Butler driving inside. Denied.
Great job sprinting
by
back.
Jack Myers. Here's McDonald. Thought about the pull-up shot there. Dishes out to Ryan Lau. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Lau. Finds Jakic on the inside. Turnaround hook shot over. Yasharai is good. So Luka Jakic brings the lead to 15. Now for the Hawks.
Quick trigger 3 early.
15.
Now
for the Hawks.
I don't know if I love that shot. Definitely contested early in the shot clock. And I had this whole baseline area open. Wish I would have thrown him a shot fake and drove it instead of being so quick trigger on the 3. But
points in the first half, make it 7.
You know, we pushed through it.
Now, Jack Myers also with a solid first half, 8 points, 2 rebounds.
I don't know what we're doing in transition, man.
For Myers, there's McDonald. Nice swing pass to Casey Myers. Open.
My team keeps getting killed on the boards.
For Myers.
He's got to box out more.
There's McDonald. Nice swing pass to Casey Myers. Open 3 is no good. Great offensive rebound there by Jack Myers. Soaring above the crowd. And hauling that one in.
Great one-on-one defense.
McDonald, top of the key, pulls up in the face of Sarakis. Tough contested shot there from McDonald is no good. Here's Jonathan Reno, just 8 points in the first half after a 34-point performance yesterday. As Yasharai tries a shot fake there, Casey Myers not falling for it. Denying the shot opportunity there. Here's Jack Myers. St. Joseph, 25 points in the first half, 10 of 33 from the field. 30.
Really don't like that shot.
Shooting, and there's a 3 from Macheris. The mark. Now that makes
Every time I watch film, I always recognize how many opportunities there are to stand out from the crowd. You know, we're playing a very average team here. There's no reason why I shouldn't have dominated more in the first half. I'm extremely confident in my abilities. I don't know why I'm just not more aggressive for the full 40 minutes. Nice driving kick here. Could have taken the 3, didn't settle. He was looking to block my shot weak side. Now I had one of my teammates, Reno, coming in, and I had the two. You know, if I were to go back here, you know, they both shoot a solid percentage, but you know, he's definitely the better shooter, so maybe the better kick. No, I wouldn't have been able to get it to him. I made the right kick.
By St. Joseph's. And
Good
the Bears
pass.
got to capitalize on some of these misses here. Here's a 3 from Yasharai.
That's my 5th assist of the game.
And that is good. Alex Yasharai. Adam Yasharai hits the 3, cutting the lead back to 12 here. For St. Joseph, Yakic spins off of Macheris. Nice inside, turning to the left, gets the hook to go. 9 points for Yakic. The lead back
Nice
to
driving
14
kick.
for Hunter.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how
3 outside.
you know, watching this right now. I scored 25 points in the second half. I'm still
Nice
scoreless.
rebound there.
I don't start scoring, I guess, till later on. I'm very curious to see when this starts
Baseline with
pouring in.
Jack Myers. He's able to
Good
throw a
help.
recovery pass to Ryan Lau as he works
No middle, I like it.
towards the basket. Left side.
Again, very good defense. Happy
Now
with it.
McDonald driving towards the paint.
Why
Takes
the
out
overhelp?
Myers, 3. Jack, he works towards the basket. Left side.
Yeah, I think it was just a ripple effect.
Kicks
I was in front. He didn't need to overhelp there.
Jack Myers connects from downtown, making it a 17-point lead for the Hawks town. 3.5 minutes into this second half.
Nice pass. Great pass. Yep, so I'm running offense here. It's a backdoor play we usually run.
Half.
He sets this away screen. He comes in. I'm reading the play early. You know, one thing you want to notice here is, you know, I don't see him late. I'm reading this develop. I understand what play is being called, and look, the ball leaves my hands. Boom. Before he's at the rim, I lead him to it. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Hunter. Obvious. Bears. Gonna inbound underneath the basket here. Looking to bring this lead back down. Here's Reno.
Tough shot, man.
Gets a hand from Lau. Steps all the way back, short on the 3-point attempt.
Kick.
Yasharai fighting for the board.
Yeah. You know, my coach was telling me, you know, obviously I was saving the play here. Running out of bounds. I had him right here. I don't know why I didn't just pass it to him.
Yasharai
turnover.
fighting for the board. Reno's pass off the mark. Sirach is able to save, but stolen by McDonald. Here's Lau in transition. Turnaround. Untagged with the foul. It's going to be his third on the team's first for the second.
Again, 4 minutes in. Again, I'm always looking to take at least 2 shots. I've taken 1 catch and shoot pretty early. I'm just not forcing the issue enough. I still am not playing enough one-on-one. Let's see how this play unfolds here. Like, I have a gap there, you know. I got to be more of a threat offensively. I got this ball here. Let's see, I have a curler coming middle. It's good that I didn't hit him, you know. He wouldn't really do much with that there. But, like, why not drive this gap? Why not try to turn the corner and drive this gap instead of just dribbling up and being passive there? Nice backdoor.
Pass to Macheris working inside. Nice pass from St. Joseph's, Brooklyn.
That's a reoccurring theme that I'm definitely going to note in my analysis. Is just
plenty
like,
of time left in this game.
you got to be more aggressive.
To cut into this 14-point lead. As here's McDonald with a 3. That's off the mark. Azov fighting for it. Able to find Yasharai. Brooklyn working in transition. Sarakis.
Now this is when I start going crazy. All right, so I pretty much scored 25 points in 15 minutes. This was my first bucket of the half. So I get in transition. He makes a nice pass. He's coming to try to block me. Strong side. I get to that weak side here. Get that nice and 1.
Brooklyn working in transition. Sarakis gets the foul and 1. Evan Sarakis. Tough finish on the reverse layup. Chance
then
to bring this one
the
to
outpouring starts
11
happening here.
here with 15 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the game.
There we go. Made free
So
throws.
Rockets
Not
free
bad.
throw is good. Couple of subs going to check in for Hunter, Corey Jones Jr., and Gene Proper going to check in for Ryan Lau and Kareem McDonald. As the Bears trying to hunker down on defense once again. Meyer,
I think that's pretty good defense.
as the Bears
Trailing him. He makes a pretty tough pull.
trying to hunker down on defense once
We
again.
live with that. That's a contested mid-range
Myers
shot.
pulls up for two.
I get the
Nice
ball
pull
back here. I think I look to get another paint
Myers.
touch. Sometimes when you just see the ball go in, it's just you feel more free to be more aggressive. I don't know. We run the play call.
Strong side for the left-handed
They gotta
shooter,
kick to me the
freshman
ball, man.
Getting to his spot.
Check this out. Boom. There's help. He commits. That's one more pass to me.
Side for the left-handed shooter.
You know, if I'm more consistent with my shooting early on in the game, I'm sure he makes that pass. I'm definitely sure he makes that pass.
Nazon going to get tagged with a loose ball foul. That's his fourth so far. in
Why do we
this one.
double here? That's what I was trying to say before. What are we
Separation
doing
on Reno
double?
there. Myers
Then it's just
passes
the whole
inside to
possession is a
Jackett.
scramble.
Nice ball movement here. Corner three. That's Corey Jones Jr.
Literally, the whole possession becomes a scramble because we
Off
just
the
doubled
mark.
for no reason.
Offensive rebound there by Proper. Kicks out. Jack Myers with a three.
Let's see what we get here.
So after the Hunter timeout, St. Joe's Brooklyn
Another play call.
drawing up some offense on the break. Going to find a way to get a quick basket here. Here's Reno. Defended by
Kick it.
Jones. Macheris
Kick it.
outside. Guarded by Jakic.
Pick and roll. All right, so he comes into that screen. I look to get downhill, one-on-one against the big. I
10
veered
seconds
into
on
him.
the shot clock.
Oof.
Sorokas working inside.
Yeah, they
to
gifted
get a
me
quick
this goal.
basket here. Here's
Don't
Reno.
love the finish.
Defended by
Let me
Jones.
see what we get here.
Macheris outside. Guarded by Jakic.
So we bring him into the screen well. I'm looking to get downhill against the big. I veer into him, so I try to get some kind of contact. I get in front of him. Yeah, he kind of bumps me off.
10 seconds on the
And then
shot
I'm able to
clock.
get to the foul line
Sorokas
again.
working inside
I
on
drew the foul.
Jakic.
I'll take it. And I knocked down both free throws.
Tagged with the foul there. His third.
Just right then and there, I love how I was more aggressive.
13
I always notice that, like, when I get to the foul line,
foul.
it just helps me with my rhythm, right? So I'm struggling to shoot the ball here. You know, you get to the free throw line, you see one mate go down, two mate go down. Now, right now, I'm 3 for 3 from the foul line. I'm going to be a lot more comfortable and confident shooting those.
Jack Myers, Proper. Myers steps into a wide open
Shooting those open
three.
threes.
A late closeout there.
Let's see what we get out here.
One of the officials have a conversation here. We're going to wait one
Pretty sure I told my teammate here to run a play for me. Nope. Let's see what we get.
So 13:40 left.
Running a
Bay
Bayhan, okay.
14 point advantage.
Don't really know what went down here. Okay, so we're going off the handoff. He tries to go back door. I probably should have passed him the ball right there. But I kept it. And if I'm keeping it, I should have just kept going downhill from here. But I look to shoot it. Then I make the right kick.
Point advantage.
Not bad. Probably did too much with it.
Brooklyn, this here's Reno, corner three. That's no good.
You know, the one thing that I noticed
Passing.
heading into the second half was
Nice ball movement here.
my mindset went from, you know, focusing on my performance to just locking in on trying to win the game. You know, we're down by 16 here, and all I wanted to do was win this damn game. Another pick and roll. Good drive. Nice. Really nice. I've been playing really well out of this pick and roll action. I've got to get into it more often. Good things happen when the ball's in my hands, right? So, like, I'm balls in my hands here. I use this pick and roll. He should have been much higher off it, but that's fine. Nice little change of pace move. Get my paint touch. He should be diving in. But nice same foot, same hand, little floater. Beautiful. Really good action.
Gets inside over Cola. Evan Sarakis, nice floating 2-pointer there,
Really happy with that actually.
elevating that one over the big Donovan Cola as Jones Jr. steps into a 3-ball, no good. Reno passes over Macheris.
These standstill
Jr.
threes are
steps
like the
into
worst
a
shot in basketball.
3-ball, no
They're in
good.
this 1-3-1 zone, and I'm going. Dude, skip me the basketball. Said you take a
Donovan
tough
Cola
shot.
as Jones Jr. steps into a
What are you
3-ball,
gonna do?
no good. Reno passes over Macheris. Nazon, that's a 3. For proper Myers, Jack Myers.
We start chipping away and making a really nice run here.
Consolation matchup.
We just get stops. We weren't getting a lot of stops early in this game. They're just picking apart our defense. Way too easy.
Here's Casey Myers.
We don't really rebound well. We don't box.
Back top of the key.
But there's moments where, like,
Stephen Durney. Now William Brown.
let's
checking
check
in
this
as
out
well.
here. If I'm not mistaken, I just get a paint touch here. He starts playing me high. Yeah,
Myers.
gotta do that more.
14 points, 7 rebounds. So far.
Let's see what we
Jack
get.
Myers.
All right, so my classic move. I can get these paint touches anytime I want. I need to get into this more, especially when I just get downhill. Like, I could just attack this gap. And, like, I am open here, right? He has to slip this earlier. He just stands there. So, like, I came off that. Yep, that's a foul for sure. And I draw this foul.
7 rebounds.
Now I get to the foul line here and I knock down these free throws. But in the future, that's a dump off for
Foul
sure.
on here.
But again, I love the fact that I'm being aggressive here.
That will be
Starting to force the issue. Starting to get into my rhythm. It's hard to score a lot of points if you're not getting to the free throw line, right? Me getting these 5 points at the free throw line is a big deal.
Suggested, but still able to draw the foul. As he goes to the line, 13
Always with the same rhythm, always with the same technique. Was really feeling really good there.
3 to 41 with 12:10 to go here.
Just seeing the ball go in the basket feels good. So, just to start this half, I mean, think about it. We're 8 minutes into this game. 8 minutes into this half, I've taken 3 shots.
Here, Roussel.
So I missed the catch and shoot 3. I had the transition and 1 bucket.
Gets it stripped away.
I had the same foot, same hand floater.
Roussel.
And I have 5 made free throws. So, you know, I've taken a total of 5 shots. 2 of them I got fouled, went to the free throw line.
Passes to Roussel.
That's terrific.
Defended by Reno.
You know, that's an aggressive 8 minutes. Really nice block. Wow.
Roussel works
Let me get the
wide,
ball.
and Reno with the
Here
rejection.
we go.
Jonathan Reno
See what we get here.
with great on-ball defense there, able to elevate.
Tough.
Did
Love that. They were
great
calling
on-ball
a push off. That was
defense
not
there,
a
able
push
to
off at all.
elevate.
I
Chin.
love how I get in
Jonathan
transition here.
Reno.
Being aggressive. How do I like this downhill move? I mean,
Jonathan Reno.
I'm better off getting into more of a push cross so that I can keep my momentum getting downhill. That behind the between the legs look is my momentum was coming backwards, and so that's kind of why, you know, I kind of stumble into it.
Great on-ball
But it ends up
defense
working out.
there, able to
Uses
elevate.
momentum against me. Boom.
Deny the shot there from Roussel.
Really nice transition. Same foot, same hand stop.
So back after the timeout. Hunter with possession. 10-point lead for the Hawks.
How do we give that
Big
one up?
pass, a lead for the 10-point lead for the
How
Hawks.
does that even happen?
Hunter with
All right, so there's a back screen.
possession.
A guy's helping. Just switch.
10-point lead for the Hawks.
He's not a traditional big man.
Big pass, a lead for the majority of the contest here.
So, okay.
Donovan Cola.
They bring it back to 13. Let's see what we get here. And then I start hitting some threes. I hit hit 4 threes.
Coach Jamel Guest on the break.
So what are they running? All right, they're running me a pick and roll play
We're
again.
gonna lead right back to 13 here.
All right, I use it. So I bring him into it. Good. Getting downhill.
Anytime the Bears seem to
Don't
claw
love that.
back,
Knock this one down
the
though.
Hawks
Bing bong.
finding-
Hold on.
we're gonna lead
Let's
right
check out this
back
pick
to
and roll
13
action, so.
here.
My primary defender has been going to the screen. I'm looking this way. Okay, so I cross
And
over.
the
I should have just kept my dribble alive for sure. I keep my dribble alive, maybe I could get back to the middle and make a play happen.
Bears
Then I end up getting to
Ball
that pitch and play
back.
really nice.
The
Knock down that
Hawks
three, now I'm in rhythm.
finding a way to separate once again. Sarakis, top of the key. Three is water. Evan Sarakis starting to turn things up here for the Bears. Answers with a three of his own. He's got 13.
So I currently have 13 points in the game now. I'm in a really nice rhythm. Starting to let loose.
So,
Starting to play like myself a little bit, and you can just see it in my eyes and my temperament. You know, you see that ball go down, man. It just gives you so much confidence on the offensive and the defensive end. Things just start to flow so much better. It's like a weighted vest came off my shoulders. Really poor defense. Wow.
Brown working in.
I mean, that's just way too easy, bro. Oof. Where's the help defense?
Brown working inside. Past Yasharai and William Brown. Smooth.
When they
moves
pressure
to the
me up, I
basket
gotta just get
there.
downhill.
Gets the finger roll.
Oof, I'm
finish to
feeling good.
go.
Look at this.
Basket there.
So he fouls me early. He puts two hands on me.
William Brown.
But like, dude, if someone's gonna pressure me up here, I'm just gonna blow by him. I don't even dance with him anymore. Notice my offhand activation, right? Getting downhill, he puts his hands back on me.
Basket there. Gets the finger. So gonna get tagged on the floor there.
Again, this is a matchup I didn't expose in that beginning. Oh, I love this pitch and play.
Surprisingly, even though it didn't count.
That's a foul, bro. What is that?
Three, surprisingly.
He fouls me. His hand's on my arm. That's a foul.
Heat up is Sarakis here, forcing his way into the
That's a foul,
paint.
man.
Throws one up short. Yasharai finds Mojica. That starting to heat up is Sarakis here, forcing his way into the paint. Throws one up short. Yasharai finds Mojica. That's
That was definitely a foul. You know, I think it was a great take. I loved how I got downhill there. I mean, he fouled me. You know, there's no question about it.
Finds Brown, passes back to Roussel. Thought about it. Now defended by Reno. Hands off Brown. That's a deep three. Just off the back of the iron. Here's Stefan Durney. Working inside Mojica.
I like the pull. I do like the pull. Alright, he kicks out here. I'm out here. I love how I'm just looking to get the ball.
Stefan Durney.
I get the ball here. Again, instead of me taking that standstill three, I get a paint touch. We gotta just space better. You know, get out of the paint. But I play off two. It looks like I'm covered, but I'm really wide open. Look, he's down here. His feet are on the ground. That's a shot I make.
Inside Mojica. Inside out pass.
I'll take that.
Sarakis. Elbow jumper. Fadeaway. No good. So a 12-point lead for the Hawks.
I love that. I love how aggressive I'm being here. Trying to warm my team back in the game.
5:20 left in the ball game. Montrose.
Is that name one? What's name one?
It's right back.
See what we
A
got
little
here.
run of their own.
Nice back door. Nice kick, and I think he knocks it down.
Largest lead of the evening.
Nice. Good play call. Again, I'm still keeping my team organized here.
Right back with a little run of their own.
Just the offense looks actually solid. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, we look like a real team on the floor. I'm keeping us organized.
15 points here.
We just gotta make our shots. We have to guard better. You know, they have 61
James
points.
Mojica
9 minutes left in the game.
with the three ball there in the corner. 61-49. Hunter.
Where's the
Brown
box,
finds
bro? How
Cole
many
on top
times are
of
we gonna
the
miss
key.
box
Three
outs?
Again, is off the mark. Corey Jones Jr. gets it stolen away by Mojica. He finds his
He's probably in the lane.
Wait.
That's why we lost. You know, second chance points just killed us.
misses the
I think I
free throw
keep this.
attempt.
Yep, boom. Oh, what a great read. I can't believe I missed this. I literally screamed, I suck. Great action. So we just ran this where he got the back door. He came for the handoff. I kept it myself. I mean, that's a wide open layup, bro. I can't believe I missed this. I just can't believe I missed that.
Gates Reno on the handoff gets the open layup and misses at the rim.
But
Serves
facilitating the offense well here. I'm very happy with that.
passes out. Gonna move Yakic. Quick him and Jack
Because I think we actually execute this handoff now.
doing a majority of the legwork for the Hawks in this one. Reno had an open three from deep, passed up on it.
Another tough three,
Gonna
man.
need him to get more. And this one, back-to-back threes from Mojica.
When do we make this run?
13-point lead for the Hawks.
We cut this game to 2 at some point.
Jakic handing off to Corey Jones.
Good
Jr.
box. Nice. I got in there. I helped out.
That's off.
There we go.
And here's
Bing
Butler.
bong. Got really nice going.
That's off. And here's Butler.
I should have let him foul me.
That's off.
He jumps into my space. I should have let him foul me.
And here's
Boom.
Butler. Finds
I
Sirakis
was hyped
three
for
in
that one.
transition is water. Evan Sirakis.
Yeah, I'm cooking in this half right now.
Sirakis cuts the lead back to 10.
And that's good defense
Jones
coming back.
Jr.
I played solid defense this game. I know I mentioned earlier I didn't close out well, but I'm playing. I mean, that was good help. That's a good contest. We living with that contested three
Sirakis
all day
cuts the lead
long.
Back to 10. Jones Jr. He'll step back. Three. Rims
Here,
in
the
and out.
box. Don't let him get it.
Jakic.
And now we're rolling.
This is on the back.
Very
Now,
productive so
10-point
far.
game.
I'm being super aggressive. I'm liking it. See what we get. Tough. I'm cooking. This is the one I want. I've been saying, look, I gotta do this more, right? Like, look, give me that tween, float, punch. Nice. I mean, that's not even a push off, bro. I know the coach was asking for a push off, bro. Look, there's no push. My hand is there, but I'm not extended. Now I'm here. Got some nice separation. Beautiful.
Sirakis trying to bring us back to single digits for the first time since the first half, and there it is.
I'm
Great
cooking right now.
from Sirakis, creating separation at the elbow there.
Again, this is a matchup that I just started exposing once I got my rhythm in the second half, but it was just too late, man. Like,
Ball there.
what's stopping me from doing that in the first half against this guy? It was the same person guarding me.
Tries to see what will happen once Reno starts to pick up the shooting here in
Nice.
the last
Oof,
6
this
and a
was
half.
good. I know we got fouled, but
Surprised to see what will happen.
that over the top pass, I was there. I was reading
Reno
it.
starts to pick up the
Good
shooting
eyes by
here
me.
in the last 6 and a half. 1-1 here.
All right, let's see what we end up getting here.
Jakic's shot rims in and out.
Big three.
And Butler
Yeah, we had nice momentum.
back after the timeout. 10-0 run, I believe,
Killed us in the post, man.
from the Bears.
Killed us in the post.
Make Machera. Two free throws makes it a 7-point lead
I'm wide open.
for the Hawks, but very attainable if you're St. Joseph's Brooklyn. Now, Hawks moving into a 1-3-1 defense here.
Here's those
St. Joseph's
standstill
Brooklyn.
threes that I did again, right? I'm deep. I'm really deep here. And I ball fake it, right? There's no rhythm into this shot. And again, it's another standstill three. I'd rather attack a gap and kick. But, you know, I just made a three. I've got good rhythm. But again, I got to eliminate this. Keep this thing going.
Now, Hawks moving into a 1-3-1 defense here. Sirakis pulls up a deep three. That's no good. Macheris finds a board. Very interested to see the skip pass here and how St. Joseph's Brooklyn going to handle this one.
We got an open shot, but
Definitely going to get a lot
don't love
more
it.
open shots, you would think. Out of the 1-3-1, as you saw, two open looks there for the Bears. As Purcell passes Myers on the near wing.
Close out.
Jakic looking to go to work on Macheris. Passes outside. Ryan Lau. Now working on the baseline is Yak. Gets his own rebound.
Battle
Swatted
down
on
the
the way
H
up.
fist.
Strong basketball being played by Luke Jakic. But hard to play 1-on-2 there. Gets stripped away. Will be with Hunter underneath on the near side.
Kills us, bro. How does that even happen? He's solid. He's a shooter. Don't overhelp.
Stripped away. Will be with Hunter underneath on the near side.
That's what it
Pass
is.
to Jakic. He'll kick out corner 3 for Casey Myers.
Why do I get rid
Good.
of that ball there? That's a good
So
question.
right back out to a 10-point
But okay, they're
lead
back in this 1-3-1. Start moving it a little
for
better.
Hunter.
Start moving it. I'm open.
There's Butler to Mojica.
Yep.
Now
It's a game
Sorokas
changer when I
lays
hit
another
these.
3. And that's good. Evan Sorokas bringing the lead right back down to 7. Make it 24 points for Sorokas. So the Bears backcourt having themselves a weekend. 34 from Reno yesterday. Sorokas with 24 this afternoon. Here's Jack Myers defended by Mojica. Kicks out to his brother.
Again,
Now right back to Casey
definitely
Myers.
an
Top of the key.
overhelp
That's
there.
a 3. Just short.
Get some free throws. One thing I would note is
6 now.
we got into the bonus. I didn't take any one-on-ones. Gotta find a way to draw fouls. Especially when they get in the bonus. I have not capitalized
Back
off that
after
this
the
year.
timeout.
So what I'm trying to say is, 7 fouls on the board.
Trying to hold on to this
What a
one.
great way to start drawing some fouls. You know what I mean?
Tuning in with us.
Wow, that was
You're
not a
watching the
foul.
console
Look at this.
for this one.
That's terrific defense. You know?
Just tuning in with us. You're watching
Yeah,
the
I couldn't
consolation
believe it.
match, the Greg Grant tip-off tour. So, gonna go to
Let's see what we get here.
7-point game
Go
here.
pick and roll. Tried reject it.
Ball.
Kept
We
it.
have 4
Great
minutes
play.
left.
I'm very happy with that.
Rockets working
Let's see. I mean, could I have done anything different?
7-point
So
game here.
he comes. He is kind of overplaying over the top. He doesn't want me to use it.
7-point
Definitely
game
showing that he's
here.
a reject. He's riding me a little bit. Definitely could have been a foul call, but I keep turning the corner. I could have readed that romance defender, and because he was filling back, but I kept my drive going. And that was just a nice corner fill. I mean, it's good action.
We have 4 minutes left.
Go right past.
Sorokas working inside, finds
kept
Butler,
this.
corner 3, way law. As
That was a foul.
Yashara,
He goes 1-on-1 here. I broke this kid's nose the game before by elbowing him by accident. Happens.
soft.
All right, let's see what we
rim
get.
From the free throw, Yashara, 3-5-3.
So it's a 5-point game.
Here. Still a
Oh, I remember this possession. This was a miscommunication. This was a huge swing. I don't know what I was thinking. We're in this 2-2-1 back into man, right? He has him. I'm on ball, right? The whole purpose was to double team if we have an opportunity here, right? So there's a scramble. And I guess, yeah, I don't know. You see, like, I ran in there for no reason. And what I was looking for is for Reno to switch here and then I X out. And I communicated that. And then we both ended up running that way, leaving him open. And it was a big loss. We'll see it one more time. So I don't even think we were pressing. We were just playing straight man. You know, we're down by 5. We don't need this extra movement, and it killed us. I mean, this was a stab in the heart for us. Because it was a wrong decision, for sure. No, definitely a lesson learned.
Big shot there for Ryan Lau. Bring the
Definitely a
lead out
lesson
to
learned.
8. Reno.
Thought if I'm playing a little
Butler.
more one-on-one. What could I have done better there, though? I try to get downhill. Great. I could have, like, thrown in, like, a fake pass. Right? Like, I could have fake passed. Yep. I could have fake passed, little Euro step. Either finished or dumped it.
Finds
You know, because
Butler.
he's not a great three-point shooter, so
And Sorokas kicks out.
try to get some movement.
Charis
Nice bucket, bro.
to Butler. Works inside.
what do we
strong
cut it
left
down to,
hand,
6?
and Max Butler bringing it back to a 6-point game. 3:13 left. The clock continues to roll.
I was a little
so
gassed at this
Bears
point. I
gonna
played
have to
20
come up
minutes
with a
straight.
Stop at some point.
Bad defense, bro. Yeah. Right on cue. I was saying that I was a little tired. I could tell I'm a little
So
tired.
the Bears gonna
I let him get middle way easy. right? So that's 2 possessions in a row that I make a mental lapse, and I'm definitely gonna write that in my notes. I can't do that, man. I give up middle,
At some point,
and he gets a wide open 2-foot lay.
they want to bring this game
Both of my
closer.
mistakes
Roussel,
really costed us late
what a
game.
beautiful move there by
We're not in this game
Roussel.
unless it's my scoring, but
Dipping and diving, and the Bears defense there goes up and under. Scoop layup on the right side, gets it to go.
man, what am I doing here?
Bears finds Sir
Let me see this back.
Roussel. Dipping and diving, and the Bears defense there goes up
Yeah, just one more to me.
under.
And then he gives it to me here.
Layup on the right
Yeah, I should have just kicked it.
side, gets it to go. Chairs finds Sirakis. Sirakis looking for some help.
Nice move, bro.
Finds John Reno. Reno works inside. His layup is
And
no
again,
good.
look how this lead just balloons back.
So Reno would seem like a easy opportunity there. And now there's a
I'm
loose
gassed.
ball.
Yeah, I can tell I'm gassed. That's where I gotta get in a little bit of a better shape.
So they're gonna hold out for this shot clock here. As
Oh,
Roussel
another middle drive.
tries to
Dagger.
move.
Dagger.
Casey Myers
That's just all being in better shape. Let's see what we go for. We go for a little backdoor play here. I don't get it.
So
I
back
lead
after the
through.
timeout, an 11-point lead for the Hunter Hawks as we have reached the
Yeah.
2-minute mark here.
And then that was pretty much
There's
the
a
game
three
for us.
from
Like,
Butler off
we had a
the right
chance. It was
rim,
at 5.
and Hunter can start to slow
Um,
things down here.
That miscommunication on me, that was my fault. I mean, it happens again? What happens there?
Here's slow things down here.
I'm on ball. I mean, where are we? It's unacceptable, We made a great comeback, but we didn't deserve to win this
Open
game.
once again. There's another three short on the attempt.
Cut. Tough 3, bro. Yeah. Late game, we could have been better for sure.
Shot from Reno there, no good. 90 seconds to go here. As Roussel
Yeah, and then it just
will grab
balloons
that
from there.
rebound.
We had a chance to win this game.
There's Jack Myers.
Definitely, we gotta rewatch this as a team.
Finishing at
Learn
the rim.
from it. Try to use the screen again.
So with this, now a 13-point lead for
I don't mind that shot. I mean, again, if he's overplaying me, just reject it. I would have had this whole lane. But I try to bring him into it. And even bring it into it, I could have brought him a little lower. Or I draw him out and be like, yo, rescreen. I gotta be able to use that. Right? But, I mean, look, I make a great move. I get pretty good separation.
for Hunter. There's a three from Sirakis, no good. Myers able to rip that away from Reno. It looks like St. Joseph's Brooklyn is going to move to 0-4 on the season.
Transition a little bit.
Wow. Passing inside, looking for Jakic, stolen away by Butler.
Man, I got really hot, bro.
On the year. St. Joseph's Brooklyn going to move to 0-4. Unfortunately
Now, the biggest difference maker for me is I was making shots.
for the Bears.
And I was being aggressive. Right? The one regret that I do have here is check out this play. I currently have 27 points.
Cubs entering in.
I just hit that 3. Right? 27 points. I get downhill here. Right? I think I have a lane. And look, I made the right play here. I played off 2. And I made the kick. Right? It was 100% the right play. But if I were to go back, I would take this ball. I would get into my classic. I mean, look, I made the right drive. I'm not going to lie. But I wish I would have played him one-on-one. Got into my between-the-leg step back that I classically do. And I would have knocked down a 3 to finish my 30-point game because it's irking me that I just had 27. But, that's the ball game. You can see the tails in the 2 halves. And that was always as I was breaking down this film with you guys,
Is Casey Myers gonna hold
I was
this one
writing
out?
down. Hold on, let me pause this.
Next matchup coming up will
I'm
be
gonna pause this.
TCNJ versus
Okay. As I was breaking down, I was adding to the notes. And so what you'll see here is 25. I'm gonna add this up on spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots. If I'm not mistaken, it's 7 for 14. 8 for 14. 8 for 14 field goal. Okay. So, I mean, just look at the difference in the second half, right? I took 7 shots in the first half. I had 2 points. I took 14 shots in the second half, 25 points. And if you add in the 2 fouls that I got, I took 16 shots, right? Like, this second half alone, if I do this in a game, I'm putting up good numbers, right? So one thing I would say is starting at the 15-minute mark. At the 15-minute mark. I went nuts. 25 points and finished the game. My mindset shifted from me to winning. This is the exact mindset I need to apply going forward. 100%, right? So I had 2 assists here. So I finished this game with 6 assists. Really happy about that. I had 0 turnovers too. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, I had 1 rebound. And I finished with 27 points, which is really good. 9 for 21 field goal. And we'll talk about the recap in a second. I'm going to add here, though, that I really want to make sure that I make it very clear, is I went from me mindset stop having a me mindset. Focus on winning mindset. Right, because that's what really happened at the 15-minute mark. I remember telling myself, like, I am not going to lose this game for my team. And I just ended up taking over. And my instincts naturally took over. You know, one thing that I bet I have it here, yep, it says trust your instincts to start the game. I'm not trusting my instincts in the first half, right? I'm taking good shots and running the offense well. But I didn't trust my instincts, you know. When you focus on the winning mindset, you really do trust your instincts. So, very happy with that. If I'm not mistaken, my 3-point, I was 4 for 10. Layups, 1 for 2. 2 for 3, I had the floater. And the rest were mid-range? No way. 4 for 8? There's no way I took 8 mid-range. No way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mid-range. I took a couple more layups, right? Nah, I might have taken 8 mid-range. Wow. Very happy with this performance, man. I thought I did a really good job in the second half. So if you were to make a full recap, I would say I did an amazing job. Let me play this game. Much better. Shots weren't falling. Getting enough buckets. You know, I want to add this. Too much east-west on these drives. I'm gonna make that parentheses. Too much east-west, yeah. I gotta get to the rim more. I was not focused on my drives. In the second half, before the second half, Coach Alec gave me tons of confidence. Beautiful confidence speech that lit the fire. To a 25-point outburst. You were super aggressive and knock down your shots. Keep focusing on winning from start to finish, and you'll put together a full 40-minute game. Yeah, you know, one thing I'm going to mention is I'm yet to put together a full 40-minute game. You know, game one, I had a poor shooting night. I came off injury. Game two, I had a great second half. You'll see here. I played solid. Here I just didn't. I haven't put together a full 40-minute game. Where, you know, if I have this in the second half and this in the first half, like, that's a phenomenal game. That's a 40-point, 50-point game. So I've got to be able to put together a full 40-minute game. But I'm heading in the right direction with this. As you can see, I have my game 4. Okay, I throw out my stats. I track exactly my minutes. You know, one thing I'm gonna note. I always add these and watch what I add here. Extra notes. So I call it an extra note. So check this out. Extra note 1. I was gassed to finish the game. You have to have the ability to play a full 40-minute game without being tired. Now, with that being said, this was a back-to-back, so like I literally played this game Friday night, and then I played this game Saturday night, so I was fatigued going into it. But you know, I definitely want to take note of that because I've got to improve my conditioning. So I'm gonna hold that during 3 week break after the season. Well, not after the season. During finals week, Christmas week, we have about a 3-week break. Conditioning has got to improve. I'm going to be swimming a lot. But from a game preparation standpoint, you know, I play at my best when I watch, you know, film, NBA film on game day. Kyrie handle, Curry shooting, etc. So like I have this like playlist. Well, I mean, you can look up anything. Like exactly look at what I do here. So let's say I want to go to YouTube, and this is exactly what I do. I wanted to play more one-on-one basketball, so I'll literally just look this up. Kyrie Irving, one-on-one highlights. And what I'll do here is just watch these games and just literally just watch his film of him getting buckets. And it's very funny because like, you know, obviously I'm not Kyrie Irving, right? But by you watching his film and watching his buckets, like, bro, like that one possession, I deadass did like a Kyrie move. Like I was like tween cross, and then I got into my snatch. Like there's moments where like you'll find yourself just naturally playing like this, like just like how I came off that inverter between the legs. Like right here, like you can get into the way I got into my breakdown move in the half court. You know, I showed a little flash of it. Obviously, I'm not Kyrie, but like even that same foot, same hand floater, like that was like Kyrie-esque. And like if I watched that film pregame it helps lead to those results. So something to note, just watching him, I mean, this is great stuff. I'm going to add this to one of my plays. I'm going to watch this tomorrow before my game. But this is the system. This is the system now. One thing I'm going to note is, like, you always go back to this. So, like, you know, we built this where, you know, the recap is here and there's a lot of fix-it notes. What else did I want to add? One thing that was huge about this. Eliminate standstill threes. Really huge. You know, when you look at some of the things from the game, right? I want to eliminate those standstill threes. I talked about that. I took 2 or 3 of them in that game. Gotta get rid of them. Next thing was, you know, closing out better under control. Early in the game, but I'm going to throw that towards the bottom. But, you know, get your eyes through and focus on scoring. Stop driving towards the sidelines. 100%, right? Stop having a me mindset and focus on the winning mindset. I think we hit it all here. You know, if I eliminate those standstill threes, you know, that's almost like 1 or 2 threes a game that I've missed. You know, you eliminate that, I think my percentage is going to go up, and it's just a higher quality shot. Okay. I'm on drives. I got to focus on these scoring, right? Stop driving towards the sidelines. You know, that first half, I was not thinking score, right? I was just thinking pass, right? Thinking pass. And then that me mindset to the focus winning mindset. Winning the game mindset. Call it better control and during the 3 break. Be able to play a full 40 minutes. When I am playing at my full potential, I'm going to be playing 40-minute games. It's just what's going to happen. And so I need to get in better shape. But that's the system, guys. This is the system. You know, you can see here that all of these look pretty much the same. And there's a lot of things that I'm trying to improve day in and day out. Like, look, poor weak side defense. I thought my weak side defense is really good. And it's just, you just develop these habits, right? Like, be patient, waiting for gaps to open in the 5 out. You know, it's a habit. I've been building this habit. You know, my rim location needs to be better on finishes. I thought I finished pretty well in this game, right? Stop blowing in front of the weak behind the back. I literally eliminate this. I don't do this anymore. I don't do this anymore. You know, all my transitions, I pretty much, you know, was pretty aggressive, which I'm happy. When you look at all these fix-it notes, you know, get in better shape and rhythm. You know, you can build off these and build off these. Like, heading into my next game, right? How am I going to apply this? Well, knowing that I've got to eliminate these standstill threes, I'm not going to take them. And I promise you, in this game 5 against Lehman, I'm not shooting standstill threes. I'm going to shoot my rhythm threes. No standstill threes. Boom. So I'm eliminating those. Okay. All my drives, I'm focusing on scoring. Okay. I won't be driving silent. I'm gonna think attack first on those drives. And then I'm gonna go from that me mindset to just focus on winning the game mindset. We need a W. And so that's my focus. Okay. I'm gonna be closing out under control. And you know, I took the right steps in my recovery. You know, I haven't even discussed this, but you know, from a recovery standpoint, I'm really locked in on my body. But this is the system, guys. And it's super valuable because you can build a development plan out of this during the season. Okay. If I'm tracking all the shots that I'm taking and, you know, the assists I'm getting, like, you're going to be able to see these reoccurring themes, and it's just going to help you. Okay. You see this game in and game out, and especially when my season is done, maybe I'll do one at game 25. You'll see the results from this. And so I highly recommend this in your season. You know, don't let your season pass you by where you're just letting games go by. You got to value every single game. I value every single game on my schedule, and that's why I'm doing these reflections, because I want to continue to improve as the season progresses. Okay, my goal is to be a 20-point per game scorer. I'm currently only averaging 20 a game, right? I'll pull up my stats here. You know, I mentioned it before that I feel like I'm underperforming, and I absolutely am, right? Like right now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm averaging 14.5 a game. Okay, my field goal percentage is 35%, 3% is 30%. I'm not shooting the ball necessarily well. My ball control is pretty good. But you know, this should be better. this should be better. I'm missing some good shots. And so as this improves during the season, you know, these 4 losses turn into 4 wins. Like Medgar Evers, we win that game if I shoot. I shot 5 for 19 in this game, right? Against Hunter. If I have a great first half, we win that game. And so for me, and we definitely would have competed better in this game. When this comes together, come league play, like things are going to come together and we're going to win more games, right? If I put together a full game against Lehman, there's going to be results. Okay, if I put together full games in every game going forward, this is when league play starts, right? So you see these stars. This is what I'm preparing for. I'm getting a lot of games under my belt. I'm reflecting on these games so that when league play comes, we're ready for it. And that's why we have this system, so that you can get better game in and game out. Because I did this all last year with that index card strategy. Now I've taken it to the next level. I just got to continue to do this, right? I've got to continue to learn and build, because by doing this kind of system, that's how you improve game to game. I hope you found value from this. I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, make sure you stay driven by results on your process.